Welcome to Introduction to Internet Protocols. So let's first dive into IP addresses. You, when you think about IP addresses, you can think of them as the digital equivalent of postal addresses. Basically, it's essential for the delivery of information packets to the correct location. Just as you need a physical address to receive mail, computers require IP addresses to receive data. How do computers across the global communicate? Uh, They basically connect to form networks, and these networks interconnect to form the internet. And for these diverse systems to communicate effectively, they need a common language or protocol, and this is where the Internet Protocol comes into play. So there are two dominant versions of the Internet Protocol, uh, version 4, IP version 4, and version 6, which is called IP version 6. And IP version 4 addresses consist of like four sets of numbers separated by periods. So it, if I were to give you an example, it would be like 192.0.2.235. IPv6 is a relatively the newer standard. It's getting more accepted. It uses 8 groups of hexadecimal digits. So the example would be like a really long uh, number, like 4527 colon 0A00 colon 1567 colon 0200 colon FF00 colon Z0042 colon A329, for example. So data transmission using IP packets. So when data is sent across a network, it's basically broken down into IP packets, each packet with a header and a payload. When you try to think about this, try ima try imagining like that you're sending a letter. You would include like the recipients and your own address. Similarly, IP packets have a destination and source IP address in the header, along with other information for delivery, while the payload carries the actual data. So there are some issues in data transmission. Just like with postal systems, data transmission can face issues. Packets might arrive out of order, get damaged, or lost. These are actually pretty common issues in digital communication, and this is analogous to issues you might face when sending physical mail. So resolving transmission issues with protocols. So to address these transmission issues, um, there are additional protocols within IP packets. TCP, or Transmission Control Protocol. It ensures data arrives correctly and in order. So TCP would be ideal for sending text or image files. UDP, or it's called User Datagram Protocol, is used where some data loss is acceptable, like in voice calls or live streaming. These protocols work within the payload of IP packets to ensure a reliable data transmission. So in conclusion, internet protocols, much like an old-fashioned postal system, play a crucial role in ensuring data is transmitted efficiently and reliably across the internet. Uh, Understanding IP addresses and how data is sent and received kind of will help you understand how the web works in the digital world.